What's going on, all my new, current, and future rideshare drivers and passengers out there? Welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, if this is your first time here and you enjoy the content, find it helpful, entertaining, or otherwise, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click that little bell icon. That way you'll get notified when I come out with new videos. If you want to sign up to become an Uber driver and have a bonus guarantee automatically applied, sign up with that link in the description below. If you're an Uber driver and you forgot to do that before you started driving because you didn't know anybody, so you never use anyone's link or code, well, you just might be in luck, so follow those instructions in the description below. Potentially have a bonus retroactively applied today. Now, today's video, guys, I am going to tell everybody how they should prepare for their first day of driving. As you can see, I am doing this because tomorrow will be my first day of driving in New Jersey. So, obviously, first and foremost, make sure your car is washed, try to make it look decent. I got a little extra thing right here on the side, and I have it on the passenger side for the simple fact of most of the time, that's when you pull up, that's where people are going to be. Now, you don't have to have a bunch of snacks and drinks and waters and everything. Nope, not at all, guys. Just have a clean environment. You know what I'm saying? I have lights and everything down just because my kids like that. Because, you know, almost everybody's vehicle is used as a personal vehicle, okay? We are not employees of Uber and Lyft, so you have to have your own vehicle. As you guys can see, I have my dash cam set up there. I have my Uber sticker in the window, because you should always have that in the window, I believe, if you're out driving. When you're not driving anymore, please take it off your window so that way no one tries to mess with your vehicle, because I hate to say it, but taxi drivers don't like us. Like I said, please make sure you have a charger for yourself, okay? Everybody else doesn't really matter. If they don't have their own charger, that's not technically your fault. We are not supposed to provide snacks, drinks, chargers, entertainment, whatever else, okay? We don't have to do all that. Anything else you do is obviously a bonus, okay? Now, I also have some tissues here, just the simple fact of I don't want people, you know, wiping their germs and stuff all over my car. So what I also recommend is what I already did, is spray some Lysol, okay? Spraying Lysol helps eliminate all the germs and stuff. And you also see down here, I even have some air fresheners in the vents down below for the simple fact of when I turn on the heat or the AC, makes the vehicle smell better. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing right there. You want to make sure your car is clean, and you want to make sure it don't stink. Because if it stink, people are going to be reporting you. Now, as you can see, like I said, make sure it's clean. I recommend definitely, please, have a lint roller, okay? You will not believe how much a lint roller can come in handy. Especially when you have the chicks out there partying and stuff like that. Little glitter parties and everything else. And just, you know, make sure everything's wiped down. As you can also see, I have a dash camera, so even though I'm in a one-party consent state, you want to make sure you have a sign saying that they are being recorded by audio and video, just to make sure you cover yourself. If you're in a one-party consent state, you don't necessarily have to do that, but I want people to know they're being recorded anyways, for the simple fact of usually they end up acting right and try not to be stupid and try to get away with things, because we all know when you're on camera, for some reason people try to, you know, act different than when they're not. And it's just a smart thing to have. Like I said, you don't have to have a bunch of things. I have a phone charger for myself, and it is long enough that if someone does have an iPhone by chance, and I feel like being generous, I can let them charge off my charger. But other than that, well, that's not my problem. Obviously, I also have my water bottle, so that way I have something to drink while I'm out there on the road. Try not to drink too much sodas and stuff like that, for the simple fact of you're not getting any exercise in the car, so I don't need to put any more weight on. That's why I also have my workout channel, which if you guys don't know, it's in the description below. Go check it out. But trying to make sure I watch what I eat and drink while I'm out there on the road. Now, what you can definitely expect out there is it's going to be crazy. It's going to be hectic. You're going to be nervous. It's your first person. Just please, when you pull up to your passengers with your doors locked, that's very important, is to keep your doors locked at all times. Roll down your window, just like so. Like, excuse me, are you waiting on an Uber or Lyft? Depending on whatever platform you're on. They will say yes. You'll be like, can you tell me your driver's name? They will tell you your name, and then you can say their name afterwards. Sometimes they'll try to make you reverse it, and if you feel comfortable doing that, that's up to you. I don't like to do it that way. I like to make sure they say my name first, and then I know I have the right passenger. For those that have the PIN in their market, you should be able to pull up and, you know, enter the PIN, and you don't have to worry about all that other stuff. Now, it's very, very important that when people get into your car after they are done, or I'm sorry, when they get into your car, when you start the trip, make sure you don't start the trip till after you confirm it's the right person, how many people are in their party, and then you start the trip. So that way you don't have 6, 7 people jumping in your car when you're only supposed to be carrying 4, and then, yeah, it can be a pain to get them out, and you don't want to have any crap go down that's going to, potentially lead to a bad situation. So it's just best to go ahead and confirm how many people are in the car, going to be in the car before the party even starts. And when people are leaving, now, as I was trying to say, when people are leaving, make sure you remind them if they have all their belongings. Because just because you would think people would know what to do, they don't. Common sense isn't that common anymore, guys. So please, make sure you remind people, be like, hey, you've been a 5-star passenger. I hope you have a great day. Enjoyed the ride. Please make sure you have all your belongings before you leave my vehicle. Or however else you want to say it, but just make sure you say that. And I like to use my little closing line there of, you've been a 5-star passenger, stay safe and have a great day. Please make sure you have all your belongings. I like to say it like that for the simple fact of when you say 5-star passenger, sometimes that gets in their head like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe remind to rate this guy. And when they rate you, the chance of tipping you goes up a little bit. At least I think so. Because obviously, if they don't rate you at all, you sure as hell ain't going to get a tip. You could potentially get a tip up to 30 days later, so that's always good. But I like to say that line, like I said, and it makes you feel more involved with the people. For those that are just doing this, you're just starting out, fresh, didn't never do this at all, don't be too nervous, okay? Just be yourself. Like I said, stay away from the main subjects. Don't talk about sex, politics, race, or religion. Don't talk about those at all, okay? Trust me, you'll thank me later. No matter what you say, someone can misconstrue what you're saying and take it the wrong way, and, you're going to get reported on. And too many reports, you will get deactivated. And there is nothing you can do after that, because if you do get reported too many times, it all adds up, builds up, and then you're gone. Yep, that's right, guys. I want you to know, if you have any issues at all, please, Uber support sucks. Okay, your best bet is to try to go to a Uber green light hub. Or, I don't know if Lyft has any more of those, because I don't really care about Lyft too much. But please, if you need any issue, if you have any issues and stuff, and the app's not helping you out because the simple fact of they do a lot of canned responses, and it's over and over, and they'll copy and paste, it becomes really hectic, okay? So your best bet is go to a Uber green light hub. Now, you also, definitely most important is after a couple rides, if you can, you need to pull over and check your vehicle. You need to go ahead and check out under the seats, between the seats, everywhere. Simple fact of things fall, people don't pay attention, and then you'll be the one having to either, have them contact you or contact them to try to return whatever item. And especially cell phones. If you find a lost cell phone, if you're still out there driving, obviously you can still leave it on. Maybe they'll contact you and you can bring it back to them. Make sure if you have to take it to them at all, you go in the app and claim a return fee. Okay, you definitely want to get your money for returning an item, as is your right. Obviously, if they come to you or whatever else you decide, I won't worry about it too much then, for the simple fact of they came to you. But now, if you do not turn that phone off, remember, they can track and trace that phone, and nobody wants that, okay? Nobody wants to have to deal with somebody pulling up at their house at 3, 4 in the morning, banging on their door like they're the police, trying to get their cell phone back. Nah, that's a negative ghostwriter. Okay, so please, just whenever possible, go through your vehicle, check it, make sure there's nothing behind, because you don't know, people could also sneak in drinks or food, stuff like that, and leave a big mess back there, and you don't want the next passenger to get in the car and be like, oh, this driver don't even clean his vehicle. No, nobody wants that at all, and I hate to say it, but it does happen. Now, whether you're doing the night shift or the day shift, one of the most important tools besides having your own charger is having a puke bucket, okay? I prefer the puke bucket with my Lyft logo on it because that's what I think of Lyft. But a puke bucket or even bags are great to have for the simple fact of you don't want to have to deal with that cleaning fee, because nobody wants to have to clean up another grown person's puke or anything else like that. So please, have a puke bucket and bag, and you will thank me later. Also, if you have to put in any kind of claim for a cleaning fee, unless you have receipts now and stuff, you're not going to get like the max cleaning fee. And it's just a big headache. Trust me, it's best not to deal with it. So have a puke bag and bucket. and that will solve that issue right there. So besides all that, guys, that pretty much does the quick rundown of what you need to know and what you need to do when you're going out to the first start driving. And obviously, you know, you're not going to get rich doing these gigs. It's just meant, to me personally, it's meant to be a side gig to make a little extra money, fast money, because you can cash out each and every day. And yeah, it's easy. What you got to do? It doesn't take rocket science just to drive a vehicle around. Nah. So just want you guys to know that. Once again, obviously, if you want to have tip signs or something like that, or boxes, you're more than welcome to. A lot of people are yay or nay on those. And, you know, it's a driver's personal prerogative. You know, it's what you like. So whatever you want to try to do it. Just make sure they're, you know, entertaining or something like that. You don't want something just be like, tip me now, or something like that. But be creative or something if you're going to do that. Like I said, depending on where you live and everything else, a lot of people would say it's just bringing a problem. So I would definitely leave that up to you to decide on where you live. But that pretty much sums everything up, guys. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, make sure you give it a thumbs up. As always, check the description below for extra information and tips. You keep doing your thing, you get your money. Don't take crap from anybody, but please use common sense. And until next time, guys, Uber on or don't. Peace out.